Okay, so now this is the new objective. We got the centers down. That was good. But now, objective 2. Objective 2 is to pair up all these pieces here, all these edge pieces. Like we see here, these two pieces and these two pieces are the same color. That means they're paired up. So you just look around the cube as well. See, like these two are paired up. There's no like loose edges here. These two are paired up. So we can look around the cube. All of these edge pairs are paired up. Paired up. Paired up. Paired up. And paired up. So now we're going to show you how to do this. Okay, so now from having all of our centers done, all the 2x2 centers, have them in the correct proximity and everything like that, we're going to have to match up these 2x1 edge pieces here. Okay, so you can clearly see that this red and yellow piece and this white and blue piece clearly do not go together because they're not the same color, and therefore they cannot be the same edge piece. If you imagine this as being like a 3x3, this would be the one piece. You'd have the two corners and then the one piece. You have to make this into the one piece here so that you reduce it into a 3x3. So in order to match these edges up, you have to arbitrarily pick one. So you just look and see whatever one isn't matched up. So I'll pick this one, this guy right here. It's orange and blue. So keep your finger on it, and then what you need to do is look around the cube for the other orange and blue piece. And we see that it's right here. Right here. So we have this blue and orange piece here, and then this blue and orange piece here. So in order to match these two pieces up, we have to have it such that they are in the same face, but in the opposite orientation. So see here, we have this blue and orange piece here, and we have the blue and orange piece here. This is not how you want it. You want it so that this is the way you want it here, where this is the orange and blue here, and then you have it in the opposite layer. So we're only looking at these two layers right now. It's in the opposite layer and the opposite color scheme. Okay, so this one here is orange and blue, and then this one here is blue and orange. So they're the opposite color schemes here. So when you have it like this, all you need to do is pull these bottom two layers over so you match it up. See? This is what we did here. We matched up these two pieces, this orange and this blue. We matched up these two, but now our centers are all messed up. So what we need to do is, you can either have this on the left or right side. What you need to do is pull it up, and then you need to turn the top such that you can pull another unmatched piece into that spot where you had it. So then you pull it back down. So now we're back down here, and we have our centers mixed up. So then you need to turn the centers to match up the centers again. You have to turn the two layers to match up the centers again, and we have it matched up there. And now we can see that the piece we just made, this orange and blue piece, this 2x1 here, is up here, and that's a matched pair. That's one matched pair. So now what we have to do is make all the remaining matched pairs. So we just arbitrarily pick another piece here, another edge piece here, and this piece here is red and white. So we have to look around the cube for another red and white edge piece, and we see that it's right here. This is red and white. So we have to turn it such that they're in the same face. So now the red and white is here, and the red and white is here, but it's not in the position we want it. We want them to be on the opposite layers and have the opposite color scheme. So what we need to do is turn the right side twice, 1, 2, so just RR, and then so we have it in the opposite color scheme now. Here's the white and red piece right here, and then we have the white and red piece over here and the opposite color scheme. So now instead of turning it once, we have to turn both sides twice in order to match it up, so now that we have the white and red piece. So when you have a situation where the two pieces you want are in the same layer here, and they're the exact same color scheme with both being red and white here, they're in the exact same color scheme. You can't just turn it to match it up because they're in the same layer. So what you need to do is turn the right side twice, 1, 2, so now that we have this original white red piece here, and now we have it so that this white and red piece here is in the opposite layer and the opposite color scheme as our other piece. So now it's two faces away, so we have to turn this side twice to match it up. So we have these white and red pieces here. So now we just pull it up, pull an undone piece here, unmatched up piece here, and then pull it back down. Now we just have to adjust the centers back, so we turn it twice to get the centers back to where they originally were. So now we just put this match pair here. You can also use the bottom for match pair spots, so when you want to pull them over, and because your top will eventually run out of spaces. So I'll show you an example where I'm going to use the bottom here. So you just keep looking for spots, and this is not fixed. You can move it any way you want now and start. So, okay, we'll just pick this one here. This is green and red, so we'll have to look for the other green and red piece, and it's right here. It's already in the position we want it. See, this piece here is red and green, and then this piece here is green and red. It's in the opposite layer. See, this one's in this bottom layer here, this one's in the upper layer here, and they're the opposite color scheme. So we can just pull it across so to match them up. And now you can pull it to the top because you have this unpaired pair here, or you can just pull it to the bottom. So I'll show you one where I pull it to the bottom. I pull it to the bottom, and then I look and find an unmatched pair. So I just, there's the pair here. See, this is unmatched. So you can just pull it to the spot where you had it, then pull it up. So you pull the unmatched pair here, and then fix the centers so that they all line up again. Alright, so just stop it for now. Okay, so we're continuing to match up pairs here. So we'll look for this yellow green piece here, and I already put it in the spot where it needs to go here. This is green and yellow here. They're in the opposite layers and the opposite color scheme. So if you ever encounter this problem, when you go to pull it up, but then you don't have any matched pairs here, but your match pair is here, so you'd be pulling it up and you wouldn't have any matched pairs, you have to make sure to move this out of the way before you pull it up. Okay, so you have to make sure that whenever you're pulling them up that you have an unmatched pair available, and if all these are matched up, you have to undo your move. So say there were no matched pairs up here that I could move down to break them up, I'd have to undo this move here in order to put an unmatched pair up here. So in this case here, if I were to pull this up and I have my unmatched pair here, I wouldn't have any unmatched pairs. So I have to move this like this, so now I can move it up and pull it down. So we're just continuing to match up pairs here. So see here, I have this orange and green piece here, and I have the orange and green piece here. They're in the opposite layer, opposite orientation, everything's good. I go to match it up, but I have no spots here or no free spaces to match it up, so I can't just pull it up here because then I'll be breaking something I already did, and I don't want to do that. So what I have to do is go beforehand and adjust to this. So I have to look for an empty pair. I have the two that I want to switch, they're right here. So I go and see that there's an empty pair here that need to be broken up anyway, so I can just move them up to the top layer. So now when I pull my pieces over, I have it in the top layer here. Then I can pull it back down like that. So now we only have a couple left. Let me see here. So this is blue and white. This is blue and white down here. So we'll just go and match these up. 1, 2. I see that this is in the way here, so I move it off to the side. I bring it up, and then I pull it back down. I readjust my centers, and then we're good. So now, when you get to this point here, when you only have 2 unmatched pairs left, you're not going to be able to do the same technique that I just showed you. So what you have to do is match up your colors so that they're exactly the same. So that's the opposite of what we've been doing. So see here how we have this blue and red, and then this one's red and blue. It's backwards. That would be correct if we were doing it our original way, but in this way we can't have that. We need to have them going the exact way. So you can just flip it around like that to make it such that these two are the exact same. I'll have the algorithm for you below. And now in order to switch these two, these are the last two we have, right? So we just need to switch them. You have to do this following algorithm. So then we match them up. Alright, and now all of our edge pairs are matched up, and we're ready to go to the third part of the video in order to finally solve the 4x4.
This has been a Cubelaw exclusive.
Exclusive. It's
Exclusive,
exclusive.
Sorry, people. Sorry. Sorry.